So we just got done trying a little bit of Sultai action. What I want to do now is some Selesnya. This is a list from Reid Duke, who did a recent Channel Fireball video on it, and immediately I was drawn because it's doing the same thing that a number of our other green ramp decks are doing. Sheriff? No meowing. It's so hard to be a cat dad in the modern day and age. So basically, the gist of this list is ramping using Prosperous Innkeeper and Tangled Florahedron primarily, but also Loyal Warhound. Hey, let's not forget we got white ramp now, baby. In order to get some power combos with Wrenn and Seven, creating this tree folk that's behind my head here, and Esika's Chariot, which you can attack with, and then Esika's Chariot can clone the tree folk. Boom. So good. Storm the Festival can then find both of these and enable the combo. But we also have some other very juicy 4-drops in Felidar Retreat and Yasharn Implacable Earth. Or Implacable Earth, whatever you want to do with your pronunciation. And with the Felidar Retreat and even a little Scute Swarm, we have some really cute tools to be able to benefit even when we are out of Dandy Landies. I'll show the sideboard afterwards, but the sideboard, actually I can show it right now. The sideboard actually leverages the white mana a lot and uses a lot of the really cheap, nice, strong, reactive white cards. So if I do this, no, I do this. We have Curse of Silence. The enchanted card name costs 2 more to cast. We have some cheap portable holes. We have some Fateful Absences in the more aggressive matchups. We also have Paladin Class against Control. Rydane, God of the Worthy, and Tusky Bear of Secrets is some nice sort of slow the game down. Pair of copies of Borrowed Time to also do some removal. Behind ours is Ambitious Fireman Hand strictly better as a ramp tool than the Doggo? No, the Doggo actually puts the planes on the battlefield. Alright, great. Looks good to me. The deck also runs 4 Emeria's Calls. Smoldering Egg. Sure. Yeah, players can't pay life sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. That's players. That includes me. So we're clearly going to Yasharn on turn 3. So we can do stuff. Stuff. Hello. Go ahead and take this turn. Galvanic Iteration. Fading Hope. Oh my god, Fading Hope, everyone's going back to the hand. Oh, it's such an annoying hand. Oh. I will get both of these, and then I will discard down the Tangled Florahedron. And probably the Yasharn. I have a handful of Yasharns anyways. Would you look at that? Good old Jorge Marchand. Creating some extra copies of things. This is good stuff. Alright, so if first you don't succeed, keep casting Yasharn as many times as your body will let you. Come on out, friendos. Oh, discard a card. My god, I'll discard this forest I just got. Thin in the deck, baby. There's the Alrund's Epiphany that this list looks to try to clone. I'm kind of interested about ways in which this Fading Hope can be used as like a nice tool to just delay things until we take infinity turns in a row. I mean, the Ashmouth Dragon is just incredible.
Even in defeat, we grow.
wow, look at that. Fading Hope. Dude, when Fading Hope becomes the removal spell, I mean, that's good stuff, man. So I think we cannot win now. I think there is no path to victory here. Because these are generally going to be at least one Alrund's Epiphany. Well, you may as well try. So this is the Is It Turns deck that people have been talking about that got popular in the last week while I was away. And that's dead. Alright. So we now must come up with a Planaroni. If I look at this, this is return creature to its owner's hand. Sure. What do we think about this? I really wish my cat would shut the fuck up. Alright, so Curse of Silence I think is good. I think Paladin Class is also going to be quite good here. Probably Raidane, and probably Toski. Do I even want, like... Do I actually just, like, board in literally all of these things? And then, like, pull out these... and these, and these. And these. I mean, that feels pretty correct, right? We just start to go really steep under. We basically pull out all the super big ramp do well in the long-term tools, because we don't want tools that do well in the ultra-long-term, because that's what our opponent's trying to do. Our opponent's trying to get to like turn 6 and 7 and then just end the game there. So now the Loyal Warhound just becomes a 3-1 Vigilance attacker, which is terrific, right? Let's attack first to see if we can bait out some removal. We can't, but it's okay. Go ahead and Spellbind it. That will do just fine. Toski is really good here. Fading Hope. Sure. What do we think would be a good Curse of Silence? Well, may as well do this first. Drawing cards. Nice. I will be playing Paladin Class. Slowing things down a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and be playing Raidane. Excellent. Fearful Skulls, is there a time you would consider keeping more than 60 cards in the deck after sideboarding? I'm going to say basically no. Basically, effectively no. And dude, you can absolutely put in more cards if you so desire. Give me this. Alright. Upgrading it. Wow, this sideboarding plan worked amazingly. Alright. Alright, so we have Galvanic Iteration to divide by 0. Okay, sure. This is all fine. This is all okay. Environmental Science. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so first things first. Let's just bind some spells and see what we're dealing with here, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and exile that. See a reason to. Alright, a player, auto pay, and we're gonna declare Memory Deluge. We're just gonna try to choke our opponent out on cards a little bit. Ugh. And it says, wait, what? My bad? I could have sworn it was a rule when I played loads back. You're right, there's some rule that... Let me see if I get this right. Okay, I think the rule is that if you started with an 80-card list and had a 15-card sideboard, you can't take 20 main deck cards, put them in the sideboard, and have 60 in the main and 35 in the side. That, I believe, you cannot do. So our opponent can't do anything at all, huh? This is actually good to do. This gives us multiple plays. Okay. Alright, let's name Memory Deluge again. So our opponent now just has like a stack of Memory Deluges that they can't cast. Each of these costs 8. Let them dig through 8 though. Fine, great. Spend a shitload of mana then. Feels good, man. All right. So let's see what we're working with. Let's see how best we want to wound the enemy. Here. You know, I think I actually do just want to run this one out. Yeah. Yeah, and dude, the rules around like main deck and sideboard, I feel like are just, I'm never right on them. They get to look at 8 cards of Deluge. Yeah, I don't care. Like again, I want to stress, if they have to spend 12 mana to cast Deluge, that means that they do nothing with their turn. That's the edge that we're trying to do. We're not trying to prevent them from finding the flexibility they need. We're trying to just eat up their turn as much as possible. M. Graham says, you were the first entity I subscribed to Twitch on. Kind of amazing it's been so long, 5 years. Thanks for all the amazing content over the years. I adore more than anything being called an entity. Truly. That is hype as hell. It's me, your entity pal, Day 9. Welcome back, my friend. Alright, let's spellbind some stuff. That'll now cost $1 trillion. Play this guy. Play this one. Oh, this sideboarding strat is, like, absolutely fascinating. This is one of the coolest sideboard strats I have ever been blurst with. Entity Day 9 commencing. Everything, literally everything, that was, oh, that was a Twitch error. Yeah, my Twitch page crashed. Yeah, everything's been fine on my encoding end. Thing has been absolutely fantastic. Alright, so let's do this. Alright. Well, that was profoundly strange. Alright, so my opponent now can cast no memory deluges at all. This thing costs like 13. Oh, it's so good. See you later, alligator. I make things cost more. Hey, look at that. 1,900 of you stuck by. Hey, we did it. Yeah, I think this is the strategy, where we just suddenly go Mondo Unda. We go Munda. All right, Jorge Malchon. All right, we have... It's a bad hand, but I think we're actually okay because we got the Rydane. We got the Rydane in Spain to stay mainly in the plane. Borrowed Time can't get hit by Fading Hope, yeah. Sparkinator says, do you worry they can readjust their sideboard to you? I wouldn't say, well, so first of all, broadly speaking, that's just the game. The game is a game in which you need to think very carefully about your sideboarding plan and the way in which your opponents will sideboard against you. And so, brilliant. That's really, really good news. Anyways, would I worry in this situation that my opponent would board against me in a way that I'd be really worried about? I don't really... It's hard for me to figure out a way in which I would be concerned or be afraid, because I think that this deck is weak when it has to spend lots of cards doing the kind of shit that they're doing. And so I get concerned and fearful and afraid and anxious and woeful. I think this might actually not be correct, but I'm going to do it anyways. A little woeful when they start taking too many extra turns.
It is time.
So, like, if they're spending all their time drawing and removing and this sort of thing, I feel like in the long run we'll be okay. Like, 1 red mana is really great for us. Like, really, really superb. Oh, yeah, I boarded in these things.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Because this is denying their ability to cast extra turn spells. And it's a flyer, so it just deals with the extra turns. Shadowcast, did you ever play the shield side of Rydane? Oh, God, yes. This thing is amazing. Volkmir is so good against aggro decks. I mean, it just causes the damage to stop in a lot of circumstances. See, look at this. This is actually a great thing to point to, Sparkinator, about, like, look at it. They've done removal, removal, delay, delay, draw. And now they have 1 card in hand and probably 2 Alrund's Epiphanies that are just not that big of a deal for us. Especially now that I can Paladin Class. I actually think I will Volkmir on the other side now. Because now, if Volkmir lands, the birds just don't do anything. Oh, it's some good stuff. Oh, it's good stuff. Sure. Go for it. Connect 4 for all I care. And one thing that's really nice about the construction Reid Duke has is that we have 4 Kazandu Mammoths and 4 Tangled Florahedrons. We actually don't really run a lot of non-modal lands. We actually have 12 modal dual-face lands. Is that right? 12? Should be 12. See? Get in there, little buddy. Alright, I can deal with that one. That one's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Terrific. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Great, 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 great. So this is just not getting cast anymore, yeah? This is going to cost $1 billion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Raiden would need to die, which would then cost mana. So the question is, do I upgrade here? I think I do. Because now, this is just like really straightforward. There's no good ground blocks for the Kazandu Mammoth with the Smoldering Egg. Sure, you can block the Innkeeper. And any spell that would be able to deal damage technically can get copied and then shot, but then I can just borrow time the Smoldering Egg on the following turn. And I like that this is a little more proactive. Oh, that's right, Joe Monkey. Your idea, DayFK, it is live. The power of the people. Represented here on Day 9 TV. Did Villain really top deck a removal spell? No way! The best possible removal spell. Whoa. Alright. But even with the very best that Jorge Marchand has to offer, we're still looking like we get there. No blocks. Exile's front way up, which is terrific. This costs 12. This thing's never getting cast. Joe Monkey adds, oh yeah, the sunglasses are so hot. Oh, those are so good looking. So this... Yeah. I think this is good. All right, I think we're doing it. Hey, hey. Yeah. Boom. Na 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 na. Yes. Come on. Come on over. Come on over. Dad wins shit. Yeah. Dad's the fucking king. Come on over, baby. Come on over, baby. Yep. Yeah. That was a fun match. Dude, Standard. Standard is just a dream right now. Standard's incredible. Got a lot of love for you, you know. Oh, you don't like when I kiss you on the head as much as Resistance does. You'll come around. You'll learn to love it. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. Let's not drink my water with your gross cat tongue. Shipwreck Marsh. Well, hell met. Can you get off the damn keyboard? Counter target non-creature spell. Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, Loyal Warhound. Oh, did Day 9 just outramp his opponent? Oh, he sure did. Oh, do I want to put a plains onto the battlefield? Yeah. Oh, right there. Bam, and it lands. This is some goods here, huh? Look at this. Look at the sheer efficiency of the Loyal Warhounds. Man, what a good dog. I mean, I am a cat person, but this is some good dogs. Oh, pop it. Hello, pop it, snitcher. Alright, so if I play Yasharn, this can't counter my Felidar Retreat, yep. Oh, let's get a this and a that. And let's go ahead and put this one down, shall we? I want to hang on to this because it can make my stuff invincible. I think invincibility is good. Thorin Twin says, glad you're back. Good to see you, Thorin Twin. Sure am. I can't give much of a shit about that. Yeah, Poppet Stitcher says at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you can transform, and then all creature tokens lose. They should become 3/3s. So, I mean, I've not seen this be amazing, but maybe it's because I'm not amazing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do I want a Chariot, or do I want a Felidar? I probably want to... I think I'll Chariot first. Watch my opponent try to sacrifice this. Players can't... Oh! This fucking gamer over here. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Oh, no. Is Decay considered ability? Yes, Salted Oil. Basically, text is considered an ability. Loveland Hermit. Very well. These have Indestructible. You may transform it! Alright, well. Now there's no blockers in the air. There's a blocker in the air. Never would I have expected that. I think this is good. Every single Loyal Warhound must be blocked. So I think this does it. Yeah. So villain needs to have drawn pretty precisely to get there. And I guess that's precisely enough. Well, rats. Yeah, I've not been particularly impressed with this list, because it's like, it always feels like it barely does stuff. And obviously our opponent won, but, let's see here. How do we want to do this? Borrowed Time's probably going to be good. Probably going to be good. Is there anything else really going to be that good? Well, Scute Swarm might actually be nice. Which is a hermit cost. Yeah, probably to holes. Probably to holes. Probably Paladin Class. I think Reid, God of the Worthy, is probably good to have in here. What do we cut, though? I mean... Wrenn and Seven actually reasonable to cut here and storm the festival? Some of our big ones? This feels... I'm gonna do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I mean, that feels kind of like an insane move. Oh, we're against HG Rose! Hi, HG Rose! Oh my god, HG Rose literally is here all the time. Oh my god, this is awesome. My god, it's the HG Rose. So this is actually not the best hand. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hang on to it. What up, 6.5? What up, 6.5? Man, how's that big old degree going for you? I hope your learning is as unsupervised as your research. Coming in. Alright. Hopefully HG Rose just put in a whole bunch of cheapo anti-spell removal-y type thingies. Hopefully. 6.5 is going to my second postdoc in Virginia, working on LGL leukemia in January, man. Hell yes. This is a swamp? Is that what that bizarre symbol that I see is? This and this. Submit. And though it goes against my sensitive disposition, I will playing in this order. It's either a counter spell, or it is a extra turn spell. So for this reason, I'm going in. You know, maybe we should actually put in the Fateful Absences and just, like, go to town on tempo. Felidar. Maybe that's actually just superb, huh? Alright. Meow. Seems good. I don't really know what's happening here, but I mean, it seems good. Field of Ruin to pick off the Cave of the Frost Dragon is great. My Field of Ruin to pick off their Field of Ruin is great. We'll go for the plains. I think this is sufficiently frightening. Alright? We only need 2 to live. I think so. What a treat it would be to defeat HG Rose. HG Rose is in this chat all the time. Always building on the list we have and literally playing them better. Literally playing them better, which is, of course, very dangerous and damaging to my fragile ego, but... Oh! Detonation commencing. I think I am going to run these Fateful Absences, and I think I'm going to cut the Chariots. Cut a Kazandu, man. We can obviously have less land total in the deck if we are running. Actually, maybe it's correct to just cut like a Plains or something, but I don't know. That sounds like a little too sophisticated for my delicate sensibilities. This. Is borrowed time still good here? I certainly think so. What do we think this is, huh? Man, I mean, I know that this was originally built as like a ramp list, but... Yeah, let's get that guy out of there. Alright. Here I come. Felidar Retreat getting countered is fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, Agiros is getting a clue! Felidar resolves. That's good. This is good stuff. This is very excellent. Now, if the Poppet Stitcher comes out, we actually have good stuff that can happen here. So, I'm actually just going to do the most annoying possible sequence and just start deleting things. Paladin Class. Wow, I mean, this deck sideboards incredibly. I mean, this is astounding. Sure. I mean, technically, removal, very good, etc. But, like, you know, the fact that we have a land to produce 2/2s, I think, is sufficiently good. Rocks Nubs lol. Thanks for all the wonderful MTG Entertainment Day 9. Thanks, Rocks Nubs lol. How good to see ya. What do we want to do here? Multiple epiphanies incoming, huh? Eh? Look how mad this guy is, man. He's like furious. Lol. Okay.
Are you enraptured by my beauty? We will slay our enemies.
Alright. I mean, this is actually quite an insane way to win. So let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's get off the space bar. Let's get off the space bar. Let's get off the space bar. Oh my god. Oh, this cat is just going to kill me one of these days. It's going to be terrifying. Scute Swarm and Toski Bearer's Secrets is kind of a hilarious synergy, huh? Oh, I want to win so bad against HG Rose. God, it would be so good. I have to play around the cat. I know, Lido74. Like, that's the hardest part about playing Magic the Gathering in this household. Oh. Oh, not my grave. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at this. Look at this. Let's just hope HG Rose just banked land and that's it. HG Rose has a lot of good cards in that deck over there. I do think they may slay. But you want to turn on triggered ability sequencing? I'm pretty sure. Oh my god! How long has that been? Since when has that been a thing? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why on earth? Auto tap, auto. Did this? What's even happening here? Yes. Yes. Seems very reasonable. Does it not? It seems okay. Hey, hold on. Like, why are these things? Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, so I think we're doing so far so good. So still quite close. Wait, why did this thing live? Is that a different one? Oh, that is a different one. That's right, those are the first two turns. Oh, no! Fuck! No! Die, bird scum. Yeah, get out of here, bird. Fucking shitty bird. We fucking lost. Ah, we maybe should have taken more damage here. Ay, 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 ay. We are dead. Because of the Hall of Storm Giants. Damn it, HG Rose. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. HG Rose out-gamered us. Devastated to hear it. Devastated. I needed that win. HG Rose says, I've never felt so nervous in my life, Sean. HG Rose, you need to get even more nervous and fuck it up! I can't believe you did that. Can't believe it. Now I want Alrund's Epiphany banned. Now I want it out of there. What'd you think of my brew? It's hard for me to say because the Puppet Snatcher I have found to be pretty meh. And like, you're the what? What is going on here? Get out of here, Steam. Do we lose connection? Whoa. What was that? What is going on here? Alright, well, looks like Steam just crashed really hard. Alright, whatever. What the heck am I talking about? Yeah, I found the little Poppity Pal to just not be very great. But Alrund's Epiphany also seems to be this, like, a glue where you just get set up a little bit and then take some extra turns and some losses happen out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I'm just so influenced by the number of other black-blue lists that I've played against. And also, if we're being honest, I'm not even particularly confident with my piloting in this one. That said, it was incredibly sweet to play against a blue deck that was not just, or a Dimir list that was not just chilling the entire time. Yeah, Sedgemoor Witch, I was like, ooh, I was like, oh yeah. Alright, so then we go 1, 2, Teddy. Yeah, that's good. Dude, I actually think I wanna do more Toski stuff. Toski's like really is like a fun card to cast. I always feel good when I've played a Toski. Tangled Florahedron one time. Magda. Whew. What a tease. We play New World. I played it Hellslayer and I found it pretty blah. I mean, the numbers are insane right now. Like currently it has 650,000 people playing on Steam. #1 game on Steam. And my opinion on the game is pretty narrow. Oh my god, awesome. Hello, it is I, Wrenn and Seven.
Trees are old and weak. The entire forest is an army.
Yeah, okay, so here's my entire opinion about New World. The experience of, like, swinging your sword and getting more skills and scavenging to get stuff and all that sort of crafty stuff felt very unsatisfying for the first 3 or 4 hours that I played. Very different from the weight and feel of, say, when I opened up Diablo 3 and clicked once, and it just felt good the very first click. And so for that reason, I wound up kind of going, oh, okay, huh. And there's something that feels also very... It was hard for me to, as a brand new player, be able to imagine, with my limited MMO knowledge, what it was that I would look forward to. When I contrast this with, again, like, a Diablo, you open up a giant skill tree, and you go... You know, you go, hot damn. Look at all these skills that I could potentially get and have. I remember, you know, like, just seeing that very basic look in, seeing that super duper basic look in Diablo was really exciting to me, where it just shows the ability that I can hover over and see what'll happen when I get to, like, level 60, where I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't wait to get Meteor, it sounds so cool. So, yeah, because when I played, it was just like, oh yeah, here's some skills for your weapon. And when I looked at it, I was like, okay. I didn't spend terribly much time looking at it. But yeah, I was just sort of like, alright, you know, it's like whatever. Felidar Retreats seem a little slow, so I'm just going to put in the holes in the borrowed time. I think I also want the Fateful Absences. Scute Swarm seems terrible. Elite Spellbinders actually seem emergency garbage. Gonna do this. Little, just a touch of Felidar. And so, you know, a gap in my knowledge is not really knowing what 50 versus 50 battles are like in MMO. Like, I literally have no sense of what that's like. I don't even have, like, a comparison to another game to be able to use as a reference. Like, I truly don't have a clue at all. This. And so for that reason, I'm just like, you know, didn't feel fun to hit the buttons, didn't feel like there was stuff to look forward to. So, I don't know, I was just like, all right, I'll put it down. And so I would rate it quite low for me personally. Like, I just played it and I was like, it looks very... But at the same time, I see a lot of people having, like, the time of their dang lives on that stuff, man. I mean, they're having an incredible time. So I think that what I would estimate is a potential arc that I might have in this game. There's gonna be not terribly much festival storming happening. Well, there we go. It could be, again, that I just, like, don't know, but I do have some sensation of, like, man, this would not surprise me if it had an enormous 3 months and then kind of petered down to something that's more niche. Oh, well. Wouldn't I have adored to be able to do stuff that would have helped me here? Wouldn't that have been great? One green land is hot gas here. Portable hole. Okay. So... why would it tap the... oh. Come join me. It's actually pretty sick to bink the token here. I mean, the reason that I say, like, I think that it'll probably peter out a little bit is that it feels like it's not clear to me what the content is in the game. Like, what the expansive, amazing content is. Because as far as I can tell, the quests are pretty flat. You know, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of beautiful, bespoke, designed dungeons to experience. It feels like it's quite heavily leaning into a lot of the PvP, I guess. But again, I could be completely wrong on that. Again, a big issue that I have with making confident statements about New World is that I don't have a lot of basis for comparison for MMOs. I just don't. I don't know what it's like to have 200 people in an area, not necessarily with an unbelievably rigid goal like, it's a battle royale, fight. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that's like. This guy's swinging. We are trading straight up. My opponent has a removal spell, then he's the best player here. Oh, this gamer. I don't even think I meant to do this, but it's exactly what I did, and it's fine. Let's slow this game down. Yeah, the double block is terrible for us. I don't know why I'm doing this. But it's the mistake that we're committed to. It'd be really good to have a Wrenn and Seven castable next turn, wouldn't it? It'd be really good. Really good to have an Esika's Chariot there to be able to, like, start cloning, wouldn't that? I think that would be good. I mean, the thing that is absolutely true with MMOs is that, dude, people are so fucking hungry for the next new MMO. Like, oh my god. I mean, the amount of people that anytime any MMO is brought up, they go, oh my god, aren't all MMOs just shit? I wish this game were more like that game plus this game. God, I remember the magic of playing this game and they've ruined it after 10 years, you know? Yeah, I don't know, it's... And so this is one of the things that I keep hearing very, very, very positively about Final Fantasy XIV, is that there's just a shitload of content. And treating it like a single-player game is actually good. I literally have a friend who just plays the Final Fantasy XIV... Excuse me, the Final Fantasy XIV content that is to be consumed by an individual and then stops. And it's like, the writing is very good. Hit me. Haha! Someone else's cat is hitting their spacebar. I'm doing this, man. I think this is just better.
Those who harm the forest, the will of the woods is made manifest.
Oh, my hands are burning. Guess it's good that we didn't do this last time. Well, Jonas, another thing to know about Final Fantasy XIV, if you choose, a large amount of content is community made. Current example is a lot of players turning their homes into haunted houses for community to experience. That's amazing. That's incredible. Ow! My friends. We didn't choose this fight, God. Borrowed time. Yeah, I'm gonna cast the big spell first. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, yes. Alright, well that was like a very straightforward and clean and easy and baby-like win, and I was happy start to finish about that. But I mean, this is one of the reasons why I think that there's so many people playing, is that just the demand for an amazing MMO is... It just seems boundless. Ta-da! Oh my god, it's Cleric class. Okay, so we probably want to get to this spell as fast as possible. So I will lean towards the Tangled Florahedron. Is that? That is locked. Good. Good, good. Now 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Great. Now it says, I just find New World really relaxing to play. I'm not really into MMOs anymore. It's like RuneScape but Colonial. Yeah, it's like... That makes a ton of sense to me, where it's like, yeah, it's just chill. It's just chill and calm, nice and relaxing and good and fine and well. And that's all there is to it. Ooh, this is quite good stuff. Oh, sorry, I zoned out for a second. I zoned out. I don't like zoning out. Oh, shit, this stuff? Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty keen on... Frankly, I know it's gonna be a hard thing to hear me say, and I hope you can stomach it, all of you. Sincerely, I hope you can. I am really, really, really interested in what's happening upcoming with Star Citizen. Like, massively, ridiculously, overwhelmingly excited. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on things? Sure. The Har. Oh, I'm so excited about Star Citizen. Here's the thing, like, for some reason Star Citizen has gotten, I think, a bit of an unfair reputation, proportional to the quality of stuff that they're producing. So let me do this. Let me go tap, tap, like this, bam. And then I'm going to Emeria's Call to do this, to make Angel Flying Warriors. Bang, bang. And now when I swing with all of these will get doubled up. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. First, let me defend how fucking angry people have been. First, let me defend how mad people have been about this thing. Because I think you gotta be reasonable about where the anger comes from. Okay? I'm going to include a lot of false information in this, but just to communicate the story. Imagine you saw a Kickstarter or a crowdfunding thing where they were like, guys, if you give us $100, we will let you fly around in a cool spaceship between 3 planets, and that'll happen in 2 years. And you're like, oh my god, I would love to pay $100 to own that spaceship and fly around those planets in 2 years. Oh my god, that would be incredible. And then 2 years passes, and they go, okay, listen. It's no longer going to be coming out. But that's because we've gone from 3 planets to 10 planets. And then... I'm actually not sure if we can defeat a Righteous Valkyrie. That's going to be hard. And then 2 years later, they're like, okay, we're not going to be launching anything. But that's because we've gone from 10 planets to 12 planets, and... we're going to be having an extremely realistic economy managed by our AI actors. You know, and then I can just imagine this person who 7 years ago was like, I just wanted to fly a spaceship between 3 planets. That's all I wanted to do. What happens here? Does my opponent just get the biggest stuff of all time? Is that what this is now? Ooh, these are some good ones. Let's make a Reachy boy.
The trees are mighty.
Oh, we're chilling. Alright, we can win now that we have the Felidar Retreat, because we're going to be putting +1/+1 counters on everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... So I can't sacrifice this anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite, but that's okay. It will be all fine. So much life. So much life. So much life. So I can absolutely imagine some people who are annoyed because they've been through this decade-long process of it feels like more and more and more and more and more and more and more things keep getting added. Now, here's the thing. I was not part of those 10 years at all, man. I just watched a video here and there and was like, oh, that's kind of fucking cool. I can imagine the coolness here. This is kind of interesting. All right, hold on. I'm swinging with this guy. Swing with this. Clone one of these. Seems good. Seems fine. Seems well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. Let me plus and see what happens. Right, like, I was part of those 10 years, and, like, there's a level of technical achievement in the way in which they make all this stuff immersive that I just think is some of the most incredible shit I've ever seen. This means that I can do... Bam! Oh, I should have done this. For some reason, my brain was interpreting this incorrectly. Alright, whatever. Aura, Skyclave, Hierophant. This is actually going to be a bit of an issue, won't it? I'm going to start getting the infinite recursion on villain side of things. Alright, so... my opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. So, 42 divided by 9. The closest thing, 42 divided by 9. The closest thing to 42 divided by 9 is what? The closest thing to 42 divided by 9 is what? Yeah, I think it's 5. I think so. It's good. If everything has a minimum of 5, we're fine. And we can achieve a minimum of 5 by playing this, getting +1/+1, and then we can do this. Do any of these have... there's one life linker. It's very loud. Alright, so... I don't know, maybe that does it. There's a level of technical achievement and fidelity. Like, I watched someone who was watching a sunset on one of the planets. And it was remarkable to think that this sunset is actually the sunrise is actually a simulated star and orbit happening, creating a circumstance in which it's so loud. Very good, huh? Very, very good. I don't think I want to change that much, huh? I think I'll need these. Actually, I don't need these. These are the ones that I need. Scute's getting out. Like this incredible sunrise that occurred on a beach of a planet that allowed you to just... The environment was created to allow for this, not someone just animating a particular sunrise. And like when you'd look up at the sky and there'd be a space station up there. And that's not a skybox, that's the actual space station. That's like really... It's fucking amazing to me. It's like fucking incredible. And just like the extraordinary depth of the simulation of the city. And again, I'm not going to try to defend the idea of people feeling like, oh, I'm going to pay $100 to play a relatively modest game, and how annoying that must be to just feel like things constantly grow and all this shit. What do I cut here, huh? I think this is going to be essential to win. In fact, I think Scute Swarm is actually probably going to be essential to win, too. Probably Loyal Warhounds I don't really need. I feel like Esika's Chariot's not actually going to be very good here. Because they just get so many counters on one dude. I'm actually going to cut the Elite Spellbinders because they run out of cards pretty swiftly. And there's one thing that I'm going to call a half fair point. Not a 100% fair point, but I think is a half fair point to go, dude, they've spent like, what is it, $400 million? Or they've raised $400 million and the game isn't out? Has there ever been a game that cost $400 million? And the reason I think that that is a half fair point is, again, if you have a lot of people who are expecting you to give a product after 80 million, and then you just move the goalpost to 200 million, then you move the goalpost to 350 million. If you do this forever, when is the game supposed to occur, man? I'm going to do this now. Because we have Wrenn and Sevens. So then I can go Prosperous Innkeeper, then turn 4 play Wrenn and Seven. So, but the reason I'd say it's only half fair is if we think about something like League of Legends that cost however much money to go from just founding the company to launching the game. How much money do you think Riot has spent purely on that game from a spend standpoint, including this entire time that it's been live? It would not surprise me if it was over $1 billion. I mean, that would absolutely not surprise me in the slightest. It would not surprise me if they had spent more than $2 billion, again, on all the servers, all the teams doing all the art, and all the balancing, and all the reworks, and all the special events. It would not surprise me if that much was spent to create that. I'm not talking about money made, I'm talking about money spent. I'm talking about money spent, the amount of money they spent to do that. Because the thing is that a lot of games people still describe as having, it costs this much to develop, and then it's launched, and that's it. We're launched now, baby. When, in fact, a lot of modern games have staggering upkeep costs that are not frequently spoken about. So when I look at Star Citizen, I go, is it more fair to compare this to something like Red Dead Redemption, where you could not play it at all, and then everyone could play it? Bring You A Game says, I doubt $1 billion. I would be shocked if it was less than $1 billion. I would be shocked. Because, again, unless you're talking about something else, Bring You A Game, I would be shocked. Because, again, I'm imagining, if you told me that Riot has spent $100 million a year, every year for 10 years, I'd be like, really, that cheap to operate that game? Really, that's all it costs? It's crazy to me. Anyways. The first clue is that it is something to eat. Perfect.
Our fire must not escape.
And so, is it more fair for me to compare Star Citizen to something like a Red Dead Redemption? Or is it more fair to compare it to something like a Destiny? To compare it to something... Speaking of Destiny, what the heck? Well, that's just a huge fucking problem, isn't it? Good news is that we're going to start winding up with like a giant wealth of things. Clericalized. So I think the thing that's interesting about Star Citizen is that they have all this content. They send out all these emails, write all these articles, have a bunch of stuff on the website that's not a literal, I'm going to open up the game and I'm going to play it. But like for someone like me that was like, hey, what's going on here? I spent like hours grinding through and reading all this stuff about how they're going to handle space flight and the considerations of physics in a vacuum. I gotta start reading what these things do. Whenever another non-token creature control dies. Alright. So I gotta block this one, huh? Okay. Okay. Anyways. With Star Citizen, they have like all these events, they have all this content on their website that's completely outside of the game itself. That as someone who, as you might imagine, works in the entertainment space. All right, so this is actually going to be very, very good for us.
It is time for battle.
In my eyes, I'm like, wow, they might not be creating the traditional game where you pay $60, sit down, play it for a day or two, and then are like, all right, I'm good, that was fun. Oh, nice. It's gonna sack both of them. Cool. This is great. Yeah, so now the Angel of Destiny. Unless there's a way to make it indestructible, we can just pick off. So I kind of feel like, yes, the game itself does not have, like, a playable experience. It doesn't have the sort of, like, traditional loops. There's a lot of, like, oh, this thing is cool, and then I flew for 45 minutes to here, and then looking at that thing was cool. This is a good call with Felidar Retreat. This is really going to win us the game. And so I'm sort of fascinated by the entire everything around this game. Like, all of it is so interesting to me. This is here. Get out of here, Cleric Class. So as long as I can just grow, like, taller, faster than Fiesta Foresta, I think we're okay. Let's Yasharn in the graveyard. Fuck yeah. And part of what I think about, like, what Star Citizen is doing is, like... And again, I don't want to take away from any of the irritation and frustration and bullshit that would come from hearing a company say one thing and then change it to this and then change that to this and then change this to that. I completely understand. I'm not trying to say that anyone should be unfrustrated. Rather, what I'm saying is the conversation around Star Citizen feels so much like as though there's nothing. There's no game. They've just been circling the drain and doing nothing. Have there been examples of companies that have spent years working on a game only to produce relatively small amounts of content? Yeah, Firefall, I feel like, is a game that had that. Firefall felt really good to play, really good to move, really good to shoot in. But it felt relatively modest in terms of how long it took them to arrive with that overall quantity of content. Or, yeah, Anthem, I think, is another good example. Anthem, many years were spent to produce a relatively modest sum of content. Alright, we're on the Felidar hunt. And they top-deck the Skyclave. Bastards. That's gonna be pretty good, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Let's snag some land.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Well...
Do not underestimate the forest because it's
Again, I really think we're going to win this by going
is made manifest.
much wider than Villain. Because I think that Villain just can't grow as quickly as we can. Well, maybe with the Pyre of Heroes, because whenever a cleric dies, they draw a card and lose a life. We'll see. I mean, the instant I get a Felidar Retreat, I can 0 Wrenn and 7 and just pound a bunch of land out. But anyways, I feel like there's evidence of a lot of games, historically, that have taken a long time, but wound up with not very much content in the end because of production issues, of management issues, of things like we started with this piece of tech, we had to abandon that piece of tech and restart midway through. Or we changed the game. It was an RPG at first and then it transitioned to a looter shooter. You know, all these sorts of things. So I think that there is a very real concern about Star Citizen being the most expensive version of this. It's fine. But I also kind of feel like, let's imagine we have some really good, efficient, strong management, workers, game directors. We just have like a really good team. And we say, okay, how many years would it take this really good team to create some type of amazing MMO that would be way better than anything we could have ever imagined? How many years would that take? Because, I mean, if someone said, we're just going to try to make an MMO that's 90% like another successful MMO with a twist, I think it would take 3-4 years. Again, with a team that knew exactly what they were going to make, that was really high quality, really efficient. All these issues, we just close our eyes and pretend they just can't happen in this situation, right? We're trying to greatly simplify this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I doing wrong? 3, 6, 9, 10? Yeah, no, we're quite a ways off.
Power grows with tender care.
Okay. All right, here we go. Like, how many years do you think it would take if you had the perfect team to figure out how to make the absolute next level, unreal, crazy good MMO? That's light years ahead of what any other game is doing. That isn't just, we did our version of WoW. I kind of feel like that might take 10, 15 years. And so, this game looks crazy. St. Lovejoy, it's actually very boring. I can't attack them, and they can't attack me. Does this have Death Touch? No, it does have Lifelink, though. Does it have a conditional Death Touch? First I was like, what? I didn't do that. All right, minus 3ing this, because I have one in hand.
Trees can fight their own battles.
Angel just attacks and wins, right? No, because if the angel attacks, I kill it. And then this text here never activates. So because of this, like, I think if you had the perfect team and all the time in the world, how many years would it take for them to figure out how to do things like have a really vibrant, interactive economy that feels fun to participate in without past economic issues we've seen in MMOs, like people just flood the market with stuff. Another typical day 9 board state. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I feel like that would take 10 to 15 years. And suddenly when I look at some of the stuff that Star Citizen's doing, again, not to take away from any of the irritation and anger that community members have felt about, like, this is BS. Like, they keep pulling a fast one and changing things up on me. Totally, absolutely agree that that is some BS there for sure. Felidar Retreat. Yes, Esika's Chariot. This is our win condition card, and we're starting to run low on cards, but I think we'll be able to get there. You're never getting through me. Yes! Get out of here. Woo! Kill the Angel of Destiny. Boom. See you later, alligator. He has a second? Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I don't give a damn. And then this comes out, and then this, and then I can gain life, and then this happens, then I gain life, and it gets counters, and it keeps going, and then here we go. This counter goes on here, and then this counter goes here, and then this happens. I think you lose. How do I lose? How do we lose? The problem is decking. The problem is decking. Decking is our issue. I'm back. Does this actually work like this? Because this is the same card that attacked me, right? I don't think that it... I'm actually not sure. I genuinely don't know. No. Yeah, that would have surprised me. Would that have been the case? Oh, Scute Swarm. Fuck yeah, man. Oh my god, fuck yeah. Get out of here. Sorry, how do we win? Dude, we have Felidar retreats. We have more dudes on the board, so then all of a sudden we just go and then everything just gets huge really, really quickly. He concedes to the Scute? Yeah, no. He didn't know boot the Scute. And remember, I nearly cut the Scute Swarm, but I'm just too powerful. Yeah, Ori Monster. Mwah, you beauty, baby. Mwah! Thank you for the 119 months in a row, Ori Monster, at a tier 3 sub. Unbelievable. Incroyable. Kazandu Mammoth first, followed by Tangled Florahedron, followed by Prosperous and Wrenn. Great. Fiesta Forestas is A! And my girlfriend checked it was actually you I was just playing. Yeah, that was like a fun match. We talked about Star Citizen when the board staled out. Fiesta says GG's had no way to win, so I scooped it up. Oh my gosh, I actually was unsure if we were straight dead when you, I'm actually gonna play this because these red lists often have ways to delete things, so seems safe. Yeah, like the whole Angel of Destiny win condition was really, really cool. I'm actually concerned enough that I'm just gonna do this and see what's going on in here. Huh. Alright, let's do this one. Meow! Alrund, so it can't be foretold. I'm not as concerned about the Alrund's Epiphany with this list. But yeah, if I have this idea in mind that, okay, to make the next absolutely insane, unbelievable MMO, probably would take 10 to 15 years with an amazing team. I mean, I kind of have some hope. I mean, I'm not going to put any more money into Star Citizen. You know, I'm happy to just sit and cheerlead on the side. All right, here we go, pals. Bam, there it is. Which is the biggest problem with a 10-year dev cycle is that by the time you ship the tech stack you started with is nearing obsolescence. You've definitely missed an entire console generation. I don't know if that statement is necessarily true. There's obviously circumstances in which it will be true. For instance, if I have a limit of, you know, 2 gigahertz of processing, and I plan everything around 2 gigahertz, 10 years later, 4 gigahertz processors are going to be easier for people to get a hold of. So then all of a sudden, you know, I haven't done that stuff. But just the amount of interfacing that's happened in technology where, you know, you can have things like, let's imagine that you have a computer that you can just compute how... Oh, this is an interesting situation to be in. We'll have a much better post board. No! Is it just going to be extra turn, extra turn, extra turn, copy extra turn? That's going to be so sick. And Villain needs to get more mana. Everybody says, I think the point is that switching development from one console generation to another is completely non-trivial. Oh, of course, if you're trying to develop for console, sure. But, you know, what I'm suggesting is that if you were planning for a growth of just PC-focused tech, it's much easier to think about future extensibility from 2010 to 2020 than it was from 2000 to 2010. And I just want to note, I am not claiming it's trivial. I'm just claiming it's not necessarily the case that you get strictly and completely and utterly fucked. If you just wait 5 years no matter what. Expressive iteration. So again, all I'm trying to do is just back off a few steps from... Imagine this statement. No matter what tech you build, in 5 years, it's fully obsolete. I'm trying to back off from that and saying, hey, with some planning and accounting for the fact that you're not going to release anytime soon, I actually think that you do have more wiggle room with that date than you might have thought. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to claim it's easy. I'm not trying to go, oh, it's fucking obvious. You just whip up extensibility and future-proofing this way. Yeah. These shitty birds, man. And the thing about the way that, like, PC tech has been functioning has been just, like, really interesting because there are certain types of paradigms that we have, you know, just kind of used for a while. The idea of a graphics card alongside a CPU, alongside some RAM, with these kinds of ports available on a PC. And we are dead. By the way, this is the Is It Turns list, and our opponent really popped off here, but I think that, let's see we do some heavy duty boarding, right? We go ba-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-da. Perfect. But yeah, I mean, like, with that sort of architectural setup, there's a difference between will consumer PCs have graphics cards or not? Or will there be a technology we haven't even thought about that will just get rid of CPUs and graphics cards? For a while, it's now been, and by the way, in the 90s, that was not true. A lot of developers had to account for the fact that they might be just working with an onboard graphics set instead of actually having a discrete GPU or like a graphics card that you plug in there. What the fuck am I talking about? I lost my train of thought, but it was a good train of thought. I can feel it in my bones. This was a fun one. But yeah, so it, in like 80s and 90s, you'd have to ask yourself the question, what do we even think home computing is going to look like? There was not such a thing as a laptop, you know. And there is some element of that, like it was unclear that before cell phones were popularized that everyone was going to have a phone. And that's the way that things were going to go. That was unclear. But you now have a little bit more comfort in development to go, we'll probably have some increase in processing power. We'll probably have some increase in... This is an insanely good hand. Woof, woof. Bow, wow. Rough. We swing first to give our opponent the opportunity to cast a removal spell on the Loyal Warhound so we can get the Spellbinder down. Welcome back. What a good dog. I guess actually this. Next turn I just kind of see what they're working with. Expressive iteration. Perfect. And the thing is that because I'm more of a like hobbyist in terms of understanding what's going on with technology. I'm obviously not an industry professional. For me, I'm like, yeah, I wonder how much easier it actually is to... I wonder how much easier it is to actually do these kinds of things. To plan for future growth of technology, so... Okie dokie, my opponent wants to take a whole bunch of turns. I'm gonna do this. Here we go. We're gonna swing. I was really, truly not expecting this damage to go through, because I just could have upgraded and maybe just killed. Again, the sideboarding plan for this is just an utterly fascinating. It is utterly fascinating, excuse me. Oh, Roshan says, if no one can run it well, is it just advanced or just not optimized? I mean, that's like, that's the sort of question that's like so interesting to me. That's like so interesting to me. Oops. Obviously, we got a lot of birds doing stuff here. Paradox says, Star Citizen the new, but can it run Crisis? Yeah. But yeah, no, I have a lot of eagerness for what Star Citizen could be. And it completely could fail and become the biggest consumer fraud case in history. Fraud is way too strong a word. I don't ever think that they would be officially guilty of fraud. I'm just thinking of that word because I've been following the Theranos trial, which does seem totally like fraud. Bing, bang, bong, boom. But I do think there might be some big lawsuits. If, like, for instance, tomorrow they were like, guys, we had a good run, we're shutting down. Awesome, look at this. Look at that. Bang. Sacrifice me. Thunderball says, "Oh my god, Thunderball, you gifted us a pile of subs. I'm sorry, Thunderball. I was busy being caught up in the video game and all of my thinking. Thank you for the gifted subs, Thunderball. Appreciate that. So it's got a run, but want to share a story I thought you'd appreciate. I work at a game dev company. We had an internal hackathon last week. I've been online services / web tech my whole career, but I had a chance to do UE4 development using blueprints, and it was a blast. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, no, I am just so impressed with Unreal and Unity lately. I am so impressed with that stuff. I mean, it's just been incredible. And, dude, I love tinkering and fiddling. I love it. Speaking of tinkering and fiddling, is anyone participating in DK30? I think this hand is not good enough. This hand is very good. Probably like this. When's DK30? October 19th. October 19th. October 19th. October 19th. For any of you that were not aware, we run a little thing that we call DK30. The idea behind DK30 is, hey, what if, what about some project or ambition or thing that you've never quite found the right time to start? Just never quite found the right time to sink your teeth into that project. Maybe it's a one-off project like cleaning the garage. Maybe it's a step towards something bigger. Oh. No. I want to do this one first. Counterspell, Jwari Disruption. Maybe it's a step towards something larger. Maybe you've always wanted to become an artist, and you want to actually sit down and spend some time learning for once. Well, we have a little project, or we have a little event called DK30, which stands for 30-Day Projects, which is, think of something you can get done with in 30 days. Like cleaning the garage. Or, in this art example, what is this doing here?
Unbearable.
What? Wow, that's insane. Ah, that's incredible. Maybe with this art thing, you might spend 30 days doing one tutorial video every day for 30 days. Or in a week, you might do 6 total hours of tutorial videos for 4 straight weeks. Come up with this 30-day project, and then we will all start at the same time on October 19th. And we have a Discord where there's all these wonderful, hugely supportive, fantastic beings that are there, and we all kind of support and give each other encouragement, share delays, share successes with each other. And over at our website, day9.tv, hold on, let me just go here, day9.tv. If you go to DK30, up at the top, you can see all these projects that people have listed out. You can see links to our Discord, which is really the home base for DK30. Our advice for creating a project. There's even the guide that I recorded saying everything I'm saying right now. What's happening in this? Who cast what at which time? Alright. I think I don't need these Fateful Absences. I think we are doomed. Writing a research paper count as a project? Yeah, sure! We're fucked. We're totally dead. I think these did not need to be here. Oh, that's an all-runs epiphany for sure. Get him, Innkeeper. Wonderballs, I was about to mention the DK30 because I might finally have something to get into for the first time. So perfect segue. My oldest son is into games, so maybe we'll try to build something together in UE5. Yeah, that sounds terrific. Like the perfect kind of thing to do for a DK30. What's your best tip for a successful DK30? The best tip I can give Slugby is to think about inputs over outputs. And input is, I want to play on the Magic ladder for 4 hours a day. An output is, I want to hit Mythic. It's much harder to control outputs and much easier to control inputs. Don't say I want to get a job at the end of the 30 days. Say, I would love to send out 10 applications a week for 4 weeks. Focus on the inputs. Tuesday Twitches, I'm planning on starting an RTS-themed show. No! I'm planning on starting an RTS-themed show that I'll stream every weekday. Really looking forward to it. Well, tell us about this RTS show. It's Dragon Time. Boy, I'm actually going to concede this game because it's 99% chance that I'm dead. I need to be careful about boarding in the Fateful Absences and the portable holes if I don't see any creatures. Dim Mock Dad says, LOL, having a job and a family, I'm not sure it's so easy to control inputs. It is much easier to control inputs if you do have a job and a family than it is to control outputs, no matter what your circumstances. That point is just completely orthogonal to the important core basis of what I'm saying, which is if you focus on the outputs, you run the risk of really shooting yourself in the foot. So, for instance, if you, let's say that you have kids and you have, work and you have family, what is a time that you can, with some probability, carve out for yourself? What is that? It might be, I'm going to get up really early on one day and just try to go to town. Get a bunch of good stuff done on just this one day. Could be that the night before your kid starts puking, you have to cancel it. That's fine, that's fine. But imagine you say, every Wednesday I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to work from 5:30 to 7:30 when everyone else wakes up, and that's going to be my time. Actually, how do I want to do this situation? Do I just want to smash out the Yasharn? This is probably what I want to do. Sculptor of Winters are not really very threatening, but the Werewolf Pack Leader is. And let's say you pick this Wednesday morning as your input time, and 2 out of the 4 times each month it gets interrupted. That's okay. The important thing is that you're focusing on the input. What I did not say is no matter what your circumstance, you can always control the input. Like, obviously, if I'm like, I'm going to dedicate 7 to 9 on Tuesday, if a meteor fucking hits my house, it's not like, well, easy, I'm just going to keep sitting down at the charred remains of my home. Like, you're allowed to think. But the important thing is not to put so much onus on yourself to succeed on the output, because that's the easiest way to get demoralized with regards to this topic. It's really easy to do things like, Lee and I wanted to make a simple multiplayer game in Unity, but Unity is in the midst of deprecating its old networking code and creating new networking code. Whoa! Alright. Dude, don't think I'm not doing this. This is awesome. I'm doing this shit right away, man. It's time to scoot it out. Like, I remember I was with Lee, I was like, yeah, let's make a multiplayer game, and Unity's in the midst of, like, doing this, this shift, and things, I'm pretty competent with Unity. But when Lee and I sat down, we actually set aside some time, we sat down to look up, we just spent time reading documentation for 3 hours, and we're like, all right, cool, that was some really good research. And then we stopped. This will draw if it gets too big or if too many other things start swinging. But I assume that this is going to become a 5. 5 baby. So I'm just going to go grab, 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 and nab. Gotcha. Unless that's like a snakeskin veil, in which case you got me. Dimmog Daddy says I had to look up orthogonal, but that makes sense. I use orthogonal way too much, don't I? I love that word. Orthogonal is the generalized notion of perpendicular. So, like, for instance, I have kids and a family, and that takes up a lot of time. That's just a thing that is... What is my point? That's a thing that is true and will interrupt stuff and is really important to have an answer to. But it's just different than... What? You killed my scooter? Can't believe you've done this. Felidar! I'm just going to try to hang on to Emeria's call. Make a cat. But anyways, yeah. And I want to stress that, like, if you have kids and a family and a job that's, like, fucking hard, don't think that you need to become some sort of god-tier superhero that can invent time to do shit on. Probably a good portion of the day is just gonna be like, well, I hope I get something done. So your DK30 might be to dedicate 1 hour a week. Is greed good? How good is greed? Do I want to play this in Storm? I think this is actually just a better play to do. Because not only does it let me make cats, but I can also play Loyal Warhound, which seems good. And I think I win this in the long run, because my opponent has to be casting creatures, and every land that I hit makes a creature. Yeah, but I mean, if you're like a working dad, you got fucking 100 kids, all you ever do is produce more and more and more and more babby. You know, it might actually make sense for you to just do 1 hour a week. How much damage is this? This is 4 and 4. This is 10. Just take all of it. Cool, right? Werewolf Anger Dog. Wrenn and Seven.
beauty.
Whoops, did that in the wrong order. Shit. I'm fucking up a lot. It's okay.
Trees can fight their own battles.
Yeah, I messed up. Bye. It's perfect. Yep, it's perfect. Combat damage. Who wore it better? This 8/8 is just terrific here. Gotcha. Okay, so what are we going to remove? The Elite Spellbinders kind of suck. Portable Holes. Borrowed Times. Probably Fateful Absences. Well, I cut the Loyal Warhounds. I think I leave everything else mostly the same. Yeah, Night Watch says, also don't forget you can get whole accountability buddies for DK30. There's a whole channel for it on Discord. Yeah, yeah! We are also running a game jam. So if you go to the website, if you just go to day9.tv right now, if you go check the website, there's just a little link like, hey, do you want to participate in the game jam? It's part of the DK30 challenge. The game jam idea is funny physics. Funny physics. Rocket League is an example of funny physics. QWOP is an example of funny physics. A game that's really about the physics of things. Physicality, the fun of moving and zooping and doing. Tangled Florahedron. Alright, time for the Prosperous Innkeeperoni. Shababa1989 says, hey, Day9, thanks for the amazing content you provide. I did want to ask you if you had any thoughts on Elfstorm in Standard. What even would that be? What does that look like? Grimhog Gaming says, how much experience do you need to have participate in the game jam? Are there groups of newbie game developers? If I have little to no experience, would I just hold people back? Or is that welcome? Yeah, sign on up, man. I mean, frankly, one of our responsibilities and goals as the people running the game jam is to just kind of help sort that sort of thing out, you know? Scute! I am going to do this. Due to the fact that God, I hope there's no more combat tricks. I really want this guy to pop off. Yeah, I mean, for instance, some of participating in the game jam might literally be talking to people in the game jam and contributing some ideas, doing some writing, letting someone else handle the implementation type stuffs. No blocks. Actually, let me back up. There's always, frankly, some grunt work to do in a game. Like, we need someone to make sound effects. All you need to do is just speak into a microphone, record it in Audacity, and send us the goddamn file. This is how it works. Wrenn. Probably actually Yasharn, huh?
Those who harm the forest destroy the gifts nature grows.
I care a great deal about nature and whatnot.
They prepare for war.
Or, you know, you might need to make some graphics. Like if it's in 2D, they're just like, open up Paint and fucking scrawl shit. Just do it, man. You could also even do something like sit in on a weekly call with the group, and all you do is playtest, find bugs, and talk. And also, you might just do some tutorials learning Unity because you're feeling motivated and inspired by working with some nice people. Trying to see if I can do the game jam with Lee. Lee and I have been hungry to work on a project. We might work on Grobble Squabble. I have a pretty packed schedule, so I mean I'm going to do something pretty simple. I might just work like 4 hours on Saturday and that's it. Oh, Tuesday Twitch, thanks for reposting. Says, Case my plan is to stream Age of Empires 2, Tooth and Tail, StarCraft Brood War, and StarCraft 2. Each day until Friday will be dedicated to each game. And on Friday I'll be rolling the dice to switch between games every 30 minutes. That's fucking awesome. Alright. Alright, so, I mean, this is the most sensible way to block, so I will do that. I have another one of these. The alternative was to chump here, and then... God, I'm just so sick, thick, solid, and tight. I have another Yasharn, but I mean, frankly, Storm the Festival is just, like, always really good. Oh. Shit. Right. Well, I guess I'll just do this. I always forget to plus the dang guy.
The entire forest is an army.
Graham Hall Gaming says, I'm glad you asked. Thank you for the thorough explanation. Give some reassurance to the newbies out here. Much love for the content and contributions you make to society. Oh, you threw. Okay, yeah. I was like, throw? I gotta be honest, I'm quite scared about trample damage piercing through. So I'm just gonna try to stay at 5. Stay at 5 and then stay alive. Gotcha. Got you! Evers092 says, you ever consider in some way capturing your work process in something like a game jam? I'm genuinely curious how you get to work. I would say almost certainly not, because the way that I am able to focus on work when I need to get stuff done is by not having distractions. So if I were trying to put a camera on that, I would be creating a distraction. And frankly, like, if I am to graph over time what productivity looks like, basically, here's 0 productivity. Most people, when they're working, will do joink, 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 and in my experience, you get a lot of people fucking asking you shit here and being critical here, which is just a completely normal part of any work process for any normal person. And especially when you're doing something that is creative, a lot of the work is kind of just figuring out what you want to do and figuring out, how should I do this? Well, Start just debating, thinking to yourself, and adjusting and tuning, looking and reflecting and all this stuff. Just a lot of different changes to do. I don't like to be left alone during that period. Sluggy says, would you be willing to share your general weekly schedule for getting stuff done? I mean, it's... I would respond better to and be able to make more sense out of concrete questions. Because, I mean, the answer is I generally work like 9:30 to 1 and then stream 1 to 7. And then on Thursdays, I will generally close my stream at 4:30 and do a few extra hours before dinner. And then Mondays are generally fully free for work. But it's like, and what are you thinking during those times? It's hard for me to just concoct that. What a dick. No, you can't. You mustn't. No, blocks. What does work mean for you? Generally projects. There's a lot of non-stream stuff that goes into streaming. Loyal dog. I don't even know why I'm playing this game, man. We are so screwed. Put the planes out. Yeah, I mean, for instance, let's say, that's what I do. Seems about that's about what I got. Alright, well, I mean, still doesn't really change much. This, please. Heal, heal. Get in there. Yeah, alright. Like, let's say that someone wants to do a sponsorship for a stream. Like, hey, we made a game. Would you be interested in playing it? Maybe it's checking that game out. It doesn't take a ton of time. It'll take a little bit of time to look at. And then we'd be like, okay, well, let's look at the streaming schedule and see if that conflicts with or is supported by anything else that we're doing. That's fine. Never would I have thought. Okay. No, you fuck. Should have traded. Brr. This thing. This thing. Jesus. Oh, that one. Alright. Get in there, my vigilant pal. I mean, actually, maybe Storm would work here. This thing has trample, though? Shit. Well, looks like it's a good day to chump, Prosperous Innkeeper. It's a good day to chump. Alright, everybody now. I think we're mostly completely dead. Everybody down. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I was having a good time, and I can tell because I feel it in my body. All right, here we go, baby. Bam, there it is. Let's make a cat. All right, let's get out of here. Bum, 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 bum. Portable Hull. Fateful Absence. Borrowed Time. Get these out. Get these out. Done? Did it? Yep. Easy. I love this list. Love this list. Come on. Meow. Come on, darling. Here. I'm gonna pet you. I'm petting you. Relax. You came here for pets, did you not? You came for pets, did you not? Dude, Tuesday Twitch, I think you're going to really love Tooth and Tail. I think Tooth and Tail is one of the cooler games I've played. I think about it a good bit. I actually kind of want to go play some multiplayer of it in a little bit. Nikotama. You explain Tooth and Tail, please? You got it, not Felix DeCat. You know what? I'm going to start calling you Felix. And you're going to be like, no, that's not my name. I don't care. I'm reckless, Felix. Tooth and Tail is an RTS played with a controller. So the way it works is that you have a commander that marches around. An Outland Liberator. Very well. I shall kill your Liberator. Oh! Ho ho ho! See you later, alligator. Oh! So you have a commander that moves around, and it builds things under its feet. Well, this is terrible news.
Trees are mighty.
So it builds underneath its feet, and when you want to attack with units, you say, all units, come to me. And then they sort of A-move. And you have ways to have, there's no control groups, but you can move all units of one type. So if there's a little interface where you can highlight a certain unit, and if you hit this button, it builds that structure underneath you. And if you hit that button, it brings all that kind of unit to you. And then that's it. So it's like a really simple RTS base buildery, or excuse me, RTS controllery kind of game. But it's really fun because you get to build your own faction. Like you just pick 7 units, and then you get to play with just those units. It's really sick. All right, so let's do this. Plus.
We will help you find safe ground. We can foster much growth here.
Dish, dish. Slugbeast has been a fan since Fun Day Monday. Gifted 1 sub. You've always been a positive pillar of the community. I have so much respect for all the good things you inspire in the world around. It's so nice of you to say, Slugby. I sure hope we're getting a little bit of positivity and cheer for people out of the stream. I truly wish that. This last year has been trash. This year's been hot garbage.
Even in defeat, trees can fight their own battles.
Alright, great. Bada, 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 bada. Swinging with this one. These other guys have indestructible, so that's good. Leffoin says last year has been a riches to rags story. Yeah, no, I mean, ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Gross. Bada, 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 bada. My pump for TI? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sucks that they had to cancel live attendance, but God, is that the correct ass shit to do? GZ Louise. Ugh. Hey, have a good night, Justin, man. Thanks for stopping by. Whoa, easy little kitten. Oh, are we gonna loom over the camera? What a girl. What a girl. Oh, pass turn. Pass turn, test turn. So, I'm curious, what are some of the projects that you have that you're excited about for DK30, huh? Tell me a little bit about your hype, your pump, your cheer, or your jeer. What are you all excited about? I'm interested in creating a pseudo game called Grobble Squabble with Lee. A pseudo game. The way it works is you have the Squabble Arena, where you will be in charge of a fleet of Grobbles. But how do you control the Grobble? Grobbles have a variety of actions and have a set of fixed behavior. Well, that actually is... That's okay. All right. You have a set of fixed behavior. This is correct. That your Grobbles can do. And what you're going to do is you're going to write the brain for the Grobbles. And try to create the brain for your darling Grobbles. And a match is me and an opponent say go, and our brains will automatically help our Grobbles get to where they need to go and do what they want to do. So the brain is basically an abstract class where you have to implement a set of functions. Yeah, it's just there's a history of games like it. Lee was a big fan of. This might be better to play this first. No, I should probably play the Chariot first. Bada bada. Graham 2's learning to knit, man. Fuck yeah. Nightwatch says, I just want to learn math and play StarCraft. Hell yeah. Dude, I actually find, like, you know, the news is important, news is good. Sometimes, man, if I just turn off the fucking news, things are just better, man. Things are just... Like, I'll check in on the news once a week, I'll read some headlines, but, like, if I try to check that shit every day, if I try to check social media and the news, like, twice a day, oh, it's terrible. Alright, let's do this and play our Felidar. A retreat from Felidar. This guy's gonna need to sack himself. The Outland Liberator is really sick. Whenever it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment a player controls. Jesus. Jeezy Louise. Excellent Shelter says, I get news updates on my phone because I feel like I needed to be informed, but I definitely hate 90% of what I read. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Because the thing is that I know nothing valuable. And yet I am stressed. That's obviously an exaggeration, but yeah, you get the gist of what I'm saying, you know what I mean? I mean, I think we all know what I'm saying. I think we all know and get and understand what I mean. I read that and I'm like, God, that is a really important and horrible thing that will not cause me to have any meaningful change in my behavior. But yeah, that shit sucks. So now I'm gonna tap this since the Blizzard Brawl is coming in. So this thing can swing, which is fine. Also deleted Twitter. Yeah, I will. I have one computer where I have the login access to my Twitter, and other than that, I don't have any access to my Twitter. I don't even know the password to it. No blocks. I might actually sack itself to crack this. Portable hole. Hello. Seems good. Molly Russian says, I never understood the appeal of Twitter. Well, the thing is that, like, there are times when I would get, like, kinda bored. And in this kinda bored state, I'd be like, yeah, what's going on Twitter? You know, like, you know, what's going on? Hey, guys. What's up? What's going on? I'll make you cat. Thank you very much. Can't believe we got both our Fields of Ruin. That's so good. Oh no, it's the Outland Liberator. Get him. Now, if my opponent sacks to kill the Felidar Retreat, they don't get that clue.
We will help you find safe. Every seed contains great potential.
Nice. Heavy Metal Robot. Happy 84 months. I like this deck better. It makes more sense to me. Baba. I always have to stop for a long time and say, is this a good hand? Because it's so hard to figure out how much land we even have. This will do just fine. Oh my god, do we have a lot of very loyal dogs here? Kinky Dogs' Holy Magnolia, 84 months. Oh yeah. Yeah. Heavy Metal Robot is a warm and kind supporter of our little corner of the internet here. I would like one ramp dog, please. Oh, yes, ramp dog. Oh. Branchloft Class. This sucks a little bit. It's alright. I will lose 2 dogs to kill 1 dog. Tough as that may be to say. Difficult as that may be to stomach. That's okay. We got a Yasharn. We have a Storm the Festival incoming. This guy is surprisingly sturdy. Elemental Boar. Metal Robots, this is very sweet of you to say, Sean. Thank you. Always happy to support great content and a fun community. Hell yes! We do have a good bit of fun here, do we not? Challenge me, do we not? Quickly, assert that you are having fun. No blocks. Ow. Alright. Let's just storm the festival. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit. No, I'm not going to attack. Why did it pass through? Oh, of course. Because Yasharn Implacable Earth makes it. You hate to see it. No. Oh, who loves seeing the same text show up multiple times on the screen in a row? Meow! Bye-bye. I can chuck Yasharn here, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Briar Bridge track. That horn still makes me laugh. That. You may look at the top card at any time. boys. Lose a boar and a cat. Alright. Definitely better for me because that activates my mana. Storm the festival again. I'll keep this one. Bada, 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 bada. These ones. See, at this point, I'm actually quite happy to be doing trades, right? Making more cats, getting above to my starting health. Feels very, 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 very good. Dehurst is your great day 9. Oh. Thank you. Aren't you a doll? So Dirtalots is having never played Magic. There's a lot of stuff going on in a single turn. Oh, you get used to it real fast. Tuesday Twitch, has anyone else been watching Only Murders in the Building? It's pretty good. I've been really enjoying Only Murders in the Building. I'm 3 episodes deep, and I just think it's charming. Yeah, get out of here. What are you doing? Don't think you can attack me. What's wrong with you? One thing I've learned in life is to storm the festival. This. Like that. Alright. Dude, look at this. Look at this. We're winning. Dude, Hearst is spending all my channel honor on positive day 9 affirmations. Yes. Yes, please. Affirm me. Affirm me, baby. Yes, babies. Oh my god, a 4/4 is back. Oh, dude, Gazraz Traz is about to become so razzed. Ethernet says you're definitely a gamer. How's that for affirmation? Oh! Oh, thank you, Ethernet. Oh my god. Oh, dude, become a 7/7. I don't give a shit. You know, it feels good. I like that. Alright. Well, step 1. Do this. Put a +1/+1 counter on everything. Cast this, and what is in here, huh? Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, feels good. Alright, well, let's take out the things that have 1 toughness. Replace it with removal. And then say go, huh? It is I, the Death-Bonnet Sprout. I think I'll want to do this one first. It's a very good card in the long term, but... Orange Moose says, can you make a dodge this, you bastard deck? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Do I want to... No. I think I just want to play chill. Bye. Bye. Love to see. Look, it's a single death bond in Sprout. I was going to try to do it all. Do it all. Average Joe 1556 is rooting for you this game, Day 9. Normally, I am a villain. I mean, I think this just goes to show that we just have an amazing, amazing community here. I mean, even the haters are coming up strong in support of your pal Day 9. Support of your pal Jour 9. No! No! I'm not falling for this again. I would never dream of falling for something 2 times. Never! What even is? Yeah. I'll just play another Esika. This one, please. I'm gonna do this one. Alright, come on, EC. I think that was actually a good block on the Kazandu Mammoth to block 6 health there. I think it was. Think it I do. Think it I do. Oh, I do love to see that shit all day, please. Okay. Prosperous Innkeeper, yep. Felidar Retreat, yep. Source of green mana, yep. No attacks. I want to keep getting big. That's what I'm about. I'm about being that very big boy. That's what I am about being. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fantastique, fantastique. We have one more best of 3 in our bones. One more best of 3. What is he feeding those cats? Milk. Alright, here I go, play. 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 Alright, here we go. Everything's coming up, Sean. Except for this hand. Has 2 Felidar Retreats, and I'm in a good mood. We're going to hang on to it. Go ahead. I think all of these deserve to enter tapped. Ooh, wow. My deck really heard my wants and wishes. Rafael Gunsa. Oh, yes, Rafael Gunsa. Yeah, it's like a really good player. Alright. No one ever expects the Felidar Retreats in such huge numbers. This is how an American who's bad at accents does a vaguely German accent. It's quite a cool gift I've given the world, really. Alright, so this is it turns? Do I care? That's actually a much better play. Moo. Moo. I mean, I have really no choice but to do this, huh? those cats. That was so cute. This cat looks way more ferocious, and these guys are adorable. I mean, they're on skulls and bones and shit, but, you know, it's really cute. Oh! 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 Heavy Metals, did you ever participate in any theater? Negative. I mean, in a literal sense, like, you know, we were instructed as children, you are going to do things in the school play, like that sort of thing. But I mean, and then there was like a class that was like required in my high school. They're like, you're going to do some theater shit. It was okay. But I've never like auditioned for plays and been like, oh my gosh, I want to perform on the stage. How good of a tree were you? I was the very best tree. When was the last time you played piano? Oh, God. Centuries ago, man. Absolute freaking centuries ago.
We will help you find safe ground.
Oh my god, fuck. This doesn't do anything because of Yasharn. Oh my god. Felidar. Last time I played piano must have been sophomore year of high school. I'm gonna do what looks a little bit funky. That is just fine. Varden Blues, did you have a plan with the math major? Well, I've always really liked math a lot, and I thought I was going to go into math professorship. Just teach math. Learn math, teach math. Math, math, math. Then that was hard, so then I went into interactive media. It was great. Interactive media, there's a whole lot of different ways in which the math background is really, really fundamentally essential to design and shit, which is my favorite. And then I started a bunch of projects at the same time, one of which was the streaming, the other of which was some like small game projects, and this one popped. There you go. Dude, hell's the same thing's happened to me with Econ, just got too tiring. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like the sheer amount of brain reforming that needs to happen when you're stuck on a concept and you're actually like really trying to learn something new. Oh, you passed that turn. Oh, you passed that turn, baby.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Yeah, I mean, it was just too much. It was too much. By the time I was like getting around to... just like bailing. Not bailing, but by the time I was getting around to the end of... by the time I was getting around to the end of... my, my math program. I was just so fucking tired, man. It was so hard to keep up with. So hard. So hard. I just ran out of juice, man. Alright, so. Just pass. What now? Oh my god, we're against Rafael Gunsa again. Oh yeah. No, wait, I actually just made that joke earlier. Never mind. No. Everything's fine and the same. Everything is fine. Everything's the same. Everything is fine, and everything's the same. I hope we lose quickly, because I have to leave at 7:15. I have to, like, literally be in a car at 7:15. It's crazy. I'll do this, and it'll take 2 turns. It'll be so many turns. There we go! Oh! Big explosions. Birds. Birds. I'm not entirely sure what Villain is trying to do. But, I mean, basically, Villain loses immediately if they don't have a lot of tappers on the back. Swing. This is going to get bounced. I'm so just waiting for my turn. Galvanic Iteration. Into Galvanic Iteration. Iteration. Total Human TV says, do you think Wizards will phase out MTGA? Oh yeah, Demon Bolt, that's fine. That's fine.
We are wilting.
And my opponent basically loses. Yes. Great. Alright, cool. We'll target this one. Not this, because I don't want to open up 2 mana. Cat. I counted something wrong. I thought that they were out of extra turns. Okay, I messed up. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I hope Alrund's Epiphany gets banned and everyone's devastated until they realize that my big burn list was the best list of all. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this resolves first. This is fine. Look at so many cards. You have no idea how many cards I want to look at. You'll never believe it. even know if they have a lot of Spellios in this. Alright, that's fine. +1. +1. Hello. A lot of damage. Can your birds handle the heat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. This little Prosperous Innkeeper is a little innocuous, but is doing the work. Alright, hit me. Bonk, bonk. Is that it? Great. Good. Sure. My house is straight burnt. Oh, shit. Don't think I'm not. Don't think I'm not, okay? Never in the universe should you think that I am not, okay? Absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. Cat. 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 I'm gonna win this first game and just need to, like, hang up and leave. This is a real Stinkosaurus Rex. Well, you can't win them all, and in particular, I can't win this game. Please, Raphael. Why this would ever be the decision. It's inexplicable to me. And the healing is good here. Alright. Back to 21. 21, having fun. Oh, we're out of disk space on this PC. Sucks. Well, I won that. My opponent just conceded. That's the funniest part of all. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the pricey stuffs. Alright. Alright, well, that sucks. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hey everyone, we're here. Whoopsie daisies. Alright. Drawer disruption, sure. Gacked. Silence is gonna be really good. Yeah, I think I'll play one of these. Alright, what are we doing? Come on in. Let me see here. All right. What the fuck is going on here, man? What is happening? What is going on? I hope my opponent just explodes. Get in there. Great. Wait a minute to cast this. Alright, I mean, I'm literally only thinking about this last second plan to get the heck out of here. Alright, looks like they lost connection and they are back. Take a cat. Alright, this player. All runes Epiphany. No extra turns for you, friendo. Now Alrund's Epiphanies will cost 2 more to cast. Expressive Iteration is fine. Yeah, and then I think we're going to just smash down Yasharn and Implacable Earth. And that'll be fine, right? Curse of Silence is like an absolute beat against this deck. I mean, this is insane. Cat's plenty. Demon Bolt. Kill my pig. Go for it. Kill my piggy. I mean, I'm just saying that things work out in the end, you know what I mean? Alright, that's good. This is all good stuff. Oh my god, as if things couldn't possibly be even better. First, we get to just take a peek. Look at this. I mean, I think we got this one. Especially with Toski. Squirrel of Secrets, man. Oh my god, we get to see the whole hand. Oh, these got to be Epiphanies in here. This is great. Yeah. Caribou MT says, hey, Sean took that Gruul control deck to Friday Night Magic, went undefeated. Everyone was pretty shook. Dude, hell yeah. Isn't it an awesome list? Where like, okay, so that's 21 health, 22, 23. Okay, then I'm going to do this. Exile, exile. Heal, 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 heal. This is fine. What do you do? Burning Hands, Burning Hands? You kind of want to Burning Hands the Spellbinder, right? Oh, you love to see Toski. You can't get divided by 0 anymore. I think you just maybe use both your Burning Hands here. I think that might just be the solution. Caribous is hilarious. The shop owner came over and went, "What are you even playing?" When I showed him the list, he just started laughing. Yes, yes. I mean, it has some weaknesses, but it's remarkably strong. So our opponent cannot cast a single Alrund's Epiphany. All these cost 2 more, so our opponent needs 8 mana to deal with that shit. Is that really what we want to do? Yeah, I'm just going to do Alrund's Epiphany for the following reason. That is the entire build around for the deck. All they are trying to do is win with a Alrund's Epiphany. That's the entire deck. And so, I think if we just shut that down, it's virtually unlosable. Gotcha. All right. All right, we're going to be continuing with this list tomorrow. I mean, we're smashing with this list.